Racism is the outcome of miseducation, right? Is the outcome of ignorance. And of course, you can add greed and other things to it. We must understand that this is not about white or black. The concept of racism started, it was a social, economic, political construct. It was a group of white slave owners in Virginia in the US who came together and said, let's form this group against the rising forces of indigenous people and the black slaves. So at that time, Jews were not considered white because there were times you see no black, no Jews, no dogs. Italians were not considered white. Irish were not considered white. Why were they not considered white when they had the white skin color? It's because they did not have the socio-economic power to be considered white. Over time, the Jews have risen up. The Italians have. The Irish have. But there have been some systemic barriers which have been legislated against the rise of black people economically. So we need to go back to the drawing board. People say the system's working. You don't understand. The system is not working. The system is actually working the exact way it was built. Hold down people of minorities and, of course, give privileges to those who are the predominant narrative. So what am I saying? The provincial, municipal, whatever level of government, let's go back to the drawing board. You were teaching back then that blacks were apes, indigenous were savages. Now let's make the playing field fair. Let's ensure the books that are used in schools are reflective of not just one predominant narrative or one predominant culture or ethnicity. Let it be fair. Canada, they say, is one of the most diverse multicultural countries in the world. That is on paper. In the system is not. There's only one race that is predominant, and that is the white race. As the rabbi said, this is not about picking on everybody who's guilty, but everybody is responsible to leverage that is quote. So let's begin with education, and then let's move on to start looking at policies.